So this is the third part of the series of how to fill a form using different automation anywhere packages or actions on those packages. So this session will focus on how can you fill a form by using JavaScript on a web page, and similar to how you do same commands from a Chrome browser console. Let me start this. So let's create a test bot. This time test bot fill a form by JS. So it will create a new bot, and now let's drag the action or the commands we need. So firstly we'll navigate to Google page where we need to fill the form. So let's first search for the browser, and then I'll drag open, and I need a link page to the page where I need to fill the form. So let's go to Gmail, let's go to create an account. So let's copy this URL, okay, and let's paste it here. So this will open the page. Now let me move it up. So let's list view, that's easier to navigate to. And then after that page is opened, I will use the JavaScript from the browser package to run it. And let me first map, there's nothing here because I have not refreshed Windows. So refresh Windows, then click on create Google account, and JavaScript to run is the section. So the manual input is the section where you'll put your JavaScript code. So let's first see what are the IDs for that page. So let me move it out, and if you right click on this one, inspect, you can get the ID for that control or the input text box. I'll copy that first name, I'll minimize this and go back here, and the JavaScript, let's see, we are filling the form. So JavaScript dot document dot get element by ID, get element by ID, and the ID we already copied. So ID is first name, and we will be setting the value. So let's set the value for like automation anywhere. The page loads so fast that what you need to do is add a little bit of delay. Ideally we should check whether the control has loaded or not, but for this, for here, I'm just putting a delay so that we are making sure that page has loaded. I'll close that window again, and let's run the bot. You see, it's able to put the value in the field first name automation anywhere. So let's also fill all the fields in the form. So let's go to the last name and see what's, let's inspect it and see what's the ID for that. So ID is last name. Let's copy that, close it. Now let's copy this line again, and we'll just change the ID and network. So let me copy this, paste this, and replace first name with last name. So this should be last name, okay, and last name would be, let's say, incorporation, okay. And let's go to the other fields. Let me remove last name for here, and let's also paste this again. Let's see what's the third field. Let me remove the ID here. Let me go back to the page and see what the username field correspond to. Inspect, it's called username. So let's go back, and let's put username. Okay, and let's save it, just see if it's able to fill. So I'll run from here so that we can just, rather than closing the browser, opening it again, let's run from the third line itself. You see, it's able to fill automation anywhere, incorporation, automation anywhere. Google doesn't show unless you remove and fill, but it's already filled. Okay, you see those, and let's change it to something. Okay, I'll just copy this from here so that we can use it too. Go back, I'll just paste it here. Okay, now, so if you check the password field, inspect it, and it doesn't have any ID. So other way, one of the other way is you can use a name. It has a name, it's called PASSWD. You can use that. Only thing is we'll use get elements by name. So document dot get elements by name. And who are familiar with JavaScript know that it returns an array. So you can get the first element of the array and set the value to anything, test password, and let's copy this line again because confirm password will also be same, only thing is the name will be different. So let's copy this, paste this, and let's check what's the field for confirm password. Let's come back here, inspect, and if you see this field is confirm password, copy this, go back to your bot, JavaScript code, paste this, and after you're done with this, the thing that's left is just click on next. So what I'll do is for next, let's use a recorder, and let's just click on that link. So I'll go here, select, let's refresh the window, so you get your window, create a Google account, and let's capture that next button. It's captured. Okay, so I think we are done with the form. So firstly it will open that URL, a little bit of delay, some JavaScript lines to put first name, last name, username, password, confirm password, and click on next to create an account. So I'll close that window, and only thing I'm missing is click. So let's do click here, because if you are putting a recorder capture, then you need to tell what action you want to take. Okay, so let's run it. Firstly, should open a window, wait for a couple of seconds, fill all the form, click on next. Okay, see, it's able to do that. It did very fast, so you didn't realize, and that's how you can fill the form. I hope it helps you. Thank you. Bye bye.